With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson now. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like... Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. Cedric Tillman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before.
On the move, 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
But a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the...
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jackson going to keep it, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Watson now to throw. Open man, that's Tillman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here in the final stages.
Let's go now.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves